बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम।
अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू।
चलिए शुरू करते हैं। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना मुहम्मदिन मादिनिल जूद वल करम व अला आलिहि व सहबिहि व बारिक वसल्लम। रब्बी ज़िदनी इल्मा, रब्बी ज़िदनी इल्मा, रब्बी ज़िदनी इल्मा। Forms of not verb, I mean दमीर, pronoun याद हुआ? हुआ, हुमा, हुम, हिया, हुमा, हुन्ना,
हिया हुमा हुम
अंता, अंतुमा, अंतुम,
अंतुमा अंतुम
अंती,
अंती
अंतुमा,
अंतुमा
अंतुन्ना,
अंतुन्ना
अना,
अना
नहनु।
नहनु
याद हो गया ना? अना means I, नहनु means we,
वी
right। आज कुछ सेंटेंसेस बनाते हैं और कुछ सेंटेंसेस की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं इंशाअल्लाह। जैसे आपको कहना हो he is a boy, क्या बोलेंगे?
हुआ
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 वलदुन
हुआ वलदुन, वेरी गुड। एंड he is a good boy, क्या बोलेंगे?
हुआ जमीलुन वलद
he is a boy, ये होगा हुआ
हुआ वलदुन
वलदुन,
हुआ
होगा ना?
वलदुन
हुआ वलदुन। अब वलदुन के साथ एक एडजेक्टिव को जोड़ना है, गुड। ही इज अ गुड बॉय। तो उसका फॉर्मेट ये है कि आपने जो अभी कहा था हुआ वलदुन, ये होगा। उसके बाद गुड के लिए जो एडजेक्टिव है वो बाद में आएगा। इंग्लिश में है ही इज अ गुड बॉय, गुड पहले है, बॉय बाद में है, राइट? But in Arabic, boy will be first, waladun first, and then jayyidun for good. What? Jayyidun. Jayyidun means Jayyidun means good. So huwa waladun jayyidun means he is a good boy. And if you have to say he is a very good boy, आपके पास नोटबुक है तो नोट भी करते जाइए, तो आप कहेंगे वही है ना, वही सेंटेंस फिर आएगा, हुआ वलदुन जय्यिदुन जय्यिदुन, और फिर एक वर्ड आएगा जिद्दन। क्या होगा ये? जिद्दन। हुआ वलदुन जय्यिदुन जिद्दन। जिद्दन is a kind of adverb, right? And jayyidun is adjective. Jiddan is called maf'ulun mutlaq. In Arabic grammar, it is called maf'ulun mutlaq. You will learn more about it in the next chapters when its place comes. बट यहाँ पर सिर्फ ये याद रखिए कि जिद्दन जो है वो मफ़ऊलुन मुतलक है, एंड इट इज यूज्ड फॉर वेरी 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 इन इंग्लिश। हुआ वलदुन, ही इज अ बॉय। हुआ वलदुन जय्यिदुन, ही इज अ गुड बॉय। हुआ वलदुन जय्यिदुन जिद्दन, ही इज अ वेरी गुड बॉय। ठीक है? अब आपको अगर बोलना है शी इज a happy girl, she is a happy girl, तो क्या
हिया
होगा?
बिंतुन
हाँ, तो हिया आ जाएगा, हिया, है ना? हिया मीन्स शी, और बिंतुन हो गया अ गर्ल, शी इज अ गर्ल, शी इज अ गर्ल। एंड आपने क्या कहा था? हैप्पी गर्ल। तो हैप्पी के लिए आएगा सईदुन होगा, ये सईदतुन होगा?
सईदतुन
सईदतुन हो जाएगा क्योंकि ये मुअन्नस है। हिया बिंतुन सईदतुन, शी इज अ हैप्पी गर्ल। Sa'idatun means happy. ठीक है? Hiya bintun Sa'idatun, she is a happy girl. I am an old student. I am an old student. A boy is speaking. एक लड़का बोल रहा है. क्या बोलेगा?
अना तालिबुन
Ana Ana talibun jadid.
Old boy. Ana
कदीमुन
talibun.
कदीम अना तालिबुन कदीमुन
Ana talibun qadimun.
कदीम
I am an old boy in this school. एक नई चीज यहाँ पे आ रही है. In आ रहा है. Preposition.
अना तालिबुन
क्या आ रहा है? फी आ जाएगा. फी आएगा उसके लिए. फी. ये वाला फी हो गया. फा एंड या. फी मीन्स इन. ठीक है. अब उसके बाद इन द स्कूल. द स्कूल.
दी
अल मदरसा क्या लिखा? क्या लिखा है? पढ़िए. फिल मदरसती. ये हो गया फिल मदरसती. इसको समझना है अभी. ये फिल मदरसती क्यों हुआ? ठीक है. देखिए इसमें आपने यूज किया था फी. क्या यूज किया? फी. So let us know what is fee. Fee is a harf. अभी तक इसम पढ़ रहे थे ना? ये इसम पढ़ रहे थे. इसमें ज़मीर भी पढ़ा और इसमें एडजेक्टिव भी पढ़ा, सिफत. अब जो 3 टाइप्स ऑफ वर्ड्स होते हैं, देयर आर 3 काइंड्स ऑफ द वर्ड इन अरबिक. द फर्स्ट काइंड वाज इस्म, द सेकंड वाज फेल, the third was harfun. Means particle. Harfun means particle. And particles are of 2 types in Arabic. One is preposition. Preposition, all the prepositions in Arabic are particles, and all the conjunctions are harf. Prepositions and conjunctions are harf in Arabic. Fi is a harf. What is it? Fi is a harf. Right? And it is a harf, and within the category of harf, it is preposition, not a conjunction. So for preposition, we say harfu jarrin. What is it? Harfu jarrin. What is fi? Is harfu. याद हो गया माशाल्लाह. Fi is harfu jarrin. Harfu jarrin in English means
preposition.
Preposition आप समझते हैं क्या होता है? What is a preposition in English?
जैसे in हुआ, to हुआ, of हुआ,
Above,
to.
Good. Very good.
relation between 2 nouns and noun.
Very good. You are giving me the examples of prepositions: in, on, at, above, below. These are the examples of preposition. I want to know what is a preposition. Sindhuja, can you tell me what is a preposition in English? Anyway, there are 2 things. Look, there are 2 things. One is the book, and the other thing is the table. There are 2 things, the book and the other thing is the table. Now, I want to tell the relationship. What? A relationship between the book and the table. To show the relationship between the book and the table, how the book is related to the table. To show this relationship, I need to use a preposition, and I will say the book on the table. The book on the table. Here the word on shows or tells how the book is related to the table. What is the relationship between the table and the book is indicated by the word on. So we can say that the word on indicates relationship between the book and the table. And because it indicates relationship between two things, it is a preposition. Understand how the book is related to the table. The relationship is that the table is below, and on the table there is a book. So if you come to know about the relationship by the use of on, you can picturize how the book is related to the table. आपके दिमाग में तस्वीर बन जाती है ना कि बुक और टेबल में क्या रिलेशनशिप होगा, and that tasveer, that picture is made because of the word on. So on will be called a preposition because it indicates relationship between two things. Take another example. एक और एग्जाम्पल देख लीजिए. अकबर Akbar is in the room. Akbar is in the room. Now there are two entities. Number one is Akbar and the other is the room. What is the relationship between Akbar and the room? That relationship is indicated by in. Now the picture that you are getting, the picture that is being formed in your mind about the relationship of Akbar and the room is different from what the picture was made in the first example. In the first example, आपके दिमाग में तस्वीर बनी थी. You got a picture that there is a table and on the table the book is kept. But when the preposition changes, when the preposition is in, you get a different picture that there is a room, closed area, and inside that room, Akbar is present. So, in indicates the relationship between two entities, Akbar and the room. So any word that indicates relationship between two entities is called preposition in English. समझ गए? Everybody understands what a preposition is. So, the preposition in English is harfu jarrin. Harfu jarrin. The harf of jar. The harfu jarrin, if you translate it into English, you will translate it as the particle of jar. What will be the translation? The particle of jar. And jar is related to majroor. Jar is the masdar for majroor, right? Jar is the noun form of majroor. So harfu jarrin is that harf which needs a majroor word after it. Understand? Harfu jarrin, from the name itself. The name itself indicates what is going to happen after it. After fi, what is going to happen? The name indicates that harfu fi is a harfu jarrin. It means that it is a particle of jar. It means that it is a particle which makes the next word in the majroor case. समझ में आ गया? fi harfu jarrin है और हर्फ जरिन का मतलब ये हुआ कि फी के बाद जो वर्ड आएगा उसको फी मजरूर कर देगा। क्या कर देगा?
मजरूर
फी
कर
के
देगा।
बाद जो भी वर्ड आएगा उसको फी अपने आने की वजह से मजरूर कर देगा। इट विल नॉट बी मरफू, इट कैन नॉट बी मंसूब, इट विल ओनली बी मजरूर। समझ में आ गई बात? And how do we know this?
Yes, sir.
We know this by the definition of harfu jarrin. harfu jarrin का definition यही है, बल्कि meaning यही है। harf means particle and it is in the possessive case. harfu jarrin is possessive case. जैसे कल आपने पढ़ा था बैतुल्लाही means the house of Allah, और बैतु मुहम्मदिन, बैतु Muhammadin, it means the house of Muhammad. Similarly, the phrase is harfu jarrin, the harf of jar,
लाइन कटन।
the harf of jar, the particle of jar. It means that this particle fi, whenever fi comes, the word coming next to it will become majroor. फी के बाद जो भी वर्ड आएगा वो मजरूर हो जाएगा। एंड इट विल हैपन बिकॉज फी इज अ हर्फो जरिन। फी इज व्हाट?
harfu jarrin.
Harfu jarrin.
And harfu jarrin means what?
Preposition.
Preposition. Yeah, it is preposition and it is a particle of jar. It is a particle of jar. It means that the word coming next to it will be in the majroor form, right? Now, the word coming to it will be in the majroor form, and it can be in two different ways. I'll give you the example of both the ways. See, this is fi here, and after fi we know that we have to use a majroor form. So we can use a majroor of nakira. If we use a nakira in the majroor form, then we will say fi madrasa, क्या होगा? ती और तिन, ती और तिन,
madrasatin.
तिन. Why madrasatin? Because it is nakira. There is no alif.
Nakira.
Because it is nakira, and nakira will have tanween, whether marfu or mansoob or majroor. In all the three forms it will have a tanween. Nakira will have a tanween. So fi madrasatin. What will be the translation of this phrase? इसका translation क्या हो जाएगा? In
this school.
In a school.
Not this. This के लिए कौन
In a
बनाया?
school.
Madrasatin means a school. Madrasatin means a school. In a school. In a school. Right? Now, so I will revise once again. Fi harfu jarrin. Fi is a harfu jarrin, particle of jar, and it is a preposition according to English grammar. And the example is the book on the table. Preposition is the word that indicates relationship between two entities. So the relationship between the book and the table is shown by on. So on is a preposition. Akbar is in the room. In shows the relationship between Akbar and the room. So it is a preposition. Now fi or any harfu jar is the word or the particle that needs a majroor form of a noun after it. There will always be a noun after it. There cannot be a fail after it, and there cannot be a harf after it. Understand? The word coming after a harfu jarrin will always be a noun, and a noun can be ism, and a noun can be damir, a noun can be ismul ishara, a noun can be marfa, a noun can be nakira, A noun can be adverb. These are all nouns. So, fi madrasatin, here madrasatin is a nakira noun. So, tanween is required. I've given a tanween. Fi madrasatin. And madrasatin means a school. So, the translation will be in a school. Next example is here below. Now see, if you add al here, al, it becomes marifa. It becomes marifa. And now it will be pronounced fil. Fil. And Hamza will not be pronounced because Hamza is Hamzatul Wasl. Hamza of al is Hamzatul Wasl. And it is not pronounced when any word precedes it. If any word or a harf or a noun or anything comes before it, then the Hamza is not pronounced. Fi will go to meet lam and you will pronounce it fil.
Fil madrasa.
Fil madrasa. And now tin or ti? Ti, because al, when there is al in a sentence,
Marfa.
it cannot be tanween. Understand? And what
Yes,
will it
yes, sir.
mean? What will it mean?
In the
school.
In the school.
In the school.
The school. This will be the meaning. The difference in the meaning you understand. Fi madrasatin means in a school, and fil madrasati means in the school. Right? Fil madrasati means in the school, and fi madrasatin means in a school. So the sentence was, she is a, or he is a student in a school. How will you make this sentence? He is a student in a school. He is a
هو
student.
طالب هو طالب
في المدرسة.
مدرسة
طالب هو
في مدرسة
في
in
مدرسة.
a school, in
مدرسة.
a school, in a school.
مدرسة
مدرسة in هو طالب في مدرسة. He is a student in a school. هو طالب في مدرسة. He is a student in a school. Right?
School.
Now, she is a student in the university. She is a student in the university.
هي طالبة.
Very good.
هي طالبة.
طالبة في
هي
في الجامعة.
هي
الجامعة في
في
طالبة.
الجامعة.
جامعة
في
هي
الجامعة.
طالبة
في الجامعة.
University means Jami'atun.
جامعة
So you say the university, so make it marifa,
جامعة.
and then you will say Jami,
T.
what? Tun or ti or tan? Ti. यही ध्यान देना है. हिया तालिबतुन फिल जामिअति.
جامعة
हिया तालिबतुन फिल.
बच्चों पानी दोबारा है
She is a student in the university. ठीक है? She is a student in the university. ठीक है? You are a seller. You are a seller. Male seller. Seller, you understand?
Yes.
You are a seller in a market. You are a seller in a market.
أنت تاجر
if it is masculine, it will be anta, and if
Tajir.
the seller is a feminine, then it will be anti. Right? Let us consider that the seller is a male. Then we will say anta,
Taj.
anta. Seller, I am not telling merchant. I am telling seller, बेचने वाला, है ना? मार्केट में दो तरह के लोग होंगे ना, एक बेचने वाला और एक खरीदने वाला. Seller and buyer. So for seller, there is a word in Arabic that is very good word. बहुत अच्छा word है ये. It is बाइउन. बाइह. बाइह. What is it?
Ba'i'.
बाइउन.
Ba'i'un.
बाइउन. Hamza and then ain. बाई. बाइउन. 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 Anta बाइउन. In a market, then what will you say?
Fi.
Anta bayun
हाँ.
fi sukun.
फी.
Sukun.
फी. फिर से करेक्ट करो. होगा अभी ऐसा होगा. फी. फी.
Sukin. Sukin.
हाँ. when फी आ गया ना, फी तो मरफू और मंसूब नहीं ले सकता है. फी cannot take मरफू और
Mansub.
मंसूब. फी सूकिन. फी सूकिन.
Sukin.
in a market.
Market.
Anta bayi'un fi suqin. You are a seller in a market. You are a seller in a market. Now you are telling a lady. एक लेडी को आप कह रहे हैं. क्या कह रहे हैं? You are a famous doctor in the city. You, अब देखिए कितना बड़े बड़े सेंटेंस आप बनाने लगेंगे. You are a famous doctor in the city. And you start
Anta
anti.
Anti.
You are telling it to a lady. Anti. Now see, here there is a phrase, a famous doctor. A famous doctor. It is English phrase. But this English phrase, when it is formed in Arabic, the order of the words changes. Here famous is adjective and doctor is noun, right? The noun comes after and the adjective comes before in the English phrase. But in Arabic phrase, doctor, the noun will come first and the adjective will go next to it. So anti, doctor will come first.
Tabibatun.
Tabibatun
Tabibatun muannas. Tabibatun.
Ma'rufatun
Now famous. Famous is mashhuratun.
Mashhuratun.
Mashhuratun. Anti tabibatun mashhuratun in the city.
Fil Madinah
Fi
Fil Madinati.
madinatin or fil madinati. Definite hai. The city. The city is definite. Marifa. So we will write fil city. Madinatun. Fil madinatun. होगा ना?
Fil Madinati
Madinatin.
Madinatin होगा sir.
Madinatin होगा. Anti tabibatun mashhuratun
Mashhuratun
fil madinati. Anti tabibatun mashhuratun fil madinati. बोलने में ऐसे बोल देते हैं, स्पोकन अरबिक में बोलेंगे अंति तबीबा मशहूरा फिल मदीना. Anti tabiba mashhura fil Madina. But actual word is anti tabibatun mashhuratun fil Madina.
Madinati.
Fil Madinati. I want you to pronounce the last letter of every word with the vowel sign, because being a student, we have to differentiate what sign will actually be used at the end of each word. Now you are able to make long sentences in Arabic. है ना, बड़े-बड़े sentence बना रहे हैं. Anti tabibatun mashhuratun fil Madina. You are a famous doctor in the city. Now, a male person is telling, I am an engineer. What will you say?
Ana
Ana
muhandisatun.
muhandisun.
Ana
Ana muhandisun.
Ana
Ana muhandisun.
muhandisun.
Desun.
Very good. और कहना है I am an expert engineer. I am an specialist engineer or expert engineer. Then what will you say? Same thing. Ana
Muhandisun.
Now expert adjective will come next to it, and for expert the word is mutakhas. Mutakhas.
Khas.
See. Mutakhasisun. 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 Takhassus is the word. Takhassus means expertise, a speciality. Takhassus means a speciality, expertise. And a specialist, the word is mutakhassis. Mutakhassisun. Ana muhandisun mutakhassisun. I am an expert engineer. Right. Good. Now, I am not touching any plural or dual damir, and we are just only learning with singular damir today. Plural and duals will be studied in the next book. I am just giving basic introduction of these things so that when you come across these words in the next book, you do not find problems. Now, take one more sentence. She is a beautiful girl. What will you say?
Ya imratun jamilatun.
Not imratun. Imratun means
Jamilati.
Imratun is woman. And you are telling she is a beautiful girl. Ya bintun. Jamilatun. यहाँ पे कोई आप इसको मजरूर क्यों कर रहे हैं भाई? कोई हर्फ जर आया है? हर्फ जर नहीं है तो तीन कैसे होगा? हिया
Bintun jamilatun.
Bintun is noun, and then after this noun adjective is coming. So the adjective coming after it will be of the same case as that of noun. And the case of the noun is marfu. So the case of the adjective will also be marfu. Bintun jamilatun. These two words have to agree with each other. Jamilatun has to agree with bintun. So they are agreeing. Bintun is mufrad, Jamilatun is mufrad. Bintun is muannas, Jamilatun is muannas. Bintun is marfu and Jamilatun is marfu. Bintun is nakira, Jamilatun is nakira. So they have to agree in four things. चार चीजों में agree करना है. One is number. that is mufrad, mufrad, musanna, musanna, jama, jama, number agreement. Then there will be the agreement of marfa and nakira. So bintun nakira, jamilatun nakira. And then the third agreement is that of what? Case. Bintun is what? Marfu. So jamilatun
Marfu.
will also be marfu.
Marfu.
The fourth agreement is that of gender. And bintun is muannas, so jamilatun is muannas. Fourth in number, gender, case, and number, gender, case, and what?
Marifa nakira.
Number, gender, case,
I'rab.
and definite, indefinite. In these terms, they will have to agree.
Definite and definite.
Definitely.
Hiya bintun jamilatun. She is a beautiful girl.